see if it go work. Let me see if it go work. Let me see if it go work. Let me see if it go work. I stand firm, stand firm. Alright, welcome again to another video. It's the boy Eldorado, and in this video I never prepare no material for do no mixing for more modern dancehall type of something. Yep, good to go. Keyframe too low. Okay, let's see here. Turn on. Yeah, I'm still set up the broadcast on Facebook. Yeah, so for some reason, don't know why it's giving trouble. So let me see here. So you can, I think the live is also on Instagram. Okay. Alright, so I guess we can go live on Instagram. Alright, so as me I said, me never really prepare no material for this week live stream from the 9 to 5 2. You know, public. Yeah, so I never prepare no material. So what me do here so is for draw one session from way back 2017. Me drag the session from. Yeah, so that I want me do. So as soon as we get the Instagram one up and running, let me see here, go back. So I'm now streaming on Instagram at eldorado underscore underscore production. Yes, so it currently now streaming on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube at Eldorado TV, and also on Facebook at Eldorado Productions. Okay, so still make some changes. On my side. Take a while to set up because I just throw me alone. Let me see here. So I'm gonna copy that. Still learning the new software. So I suppose I can start stream on Facebook. Yeah, so everything I run, the internet seems good, and all of these nice things. Yeah, so let me see here. Yes, one last thing to do on Facebook before we start. 95 to 2. The studio. All right, so let me play the Eldorado Production. this rhythm from 2017. Me build the rhythm. Yeah, I think someone will probably might hear it already. And we're going to show you this 6,800. That's a button now. But for now, we just go work with what we have so far and see how that really work out. So you can catch me on Instagram, YouTube, and also on Facebook. Alright, so this is the session we have. Yeah, I would love the comments on especially Instagram and Facebook to see how it really look over there. Alright, so this is the session from 2017. So I'm gonna minimize this a little bit. Oh, yeah, maximize. So let me go here to show the original session. As you can see here, it's from the 1st of November 2017 that I last saved this session. So what I'm going to do is for this one is going to save as. Let me see here, and I am going to save it as, and just put ls at the end for live stream. Let's do it like that. Let's see how you go. Alright, so based on how this session looks, let me maximize it. Based on how this session looks, there's a lot of missing plugins while some are there, and I'm going to tell you about plugins. You see plugins, you see if it's not something you're going to constantly use, please refrain from using those plugins, because as you can see, there's a lot of missing plugins where I haven't used in a very long time. So it's always good to stick within a realm of plugins that you're probably going to use, and some of these plugins are rent plugins that I no longer have access to, you know. And you have to really watch how some of these manufacturer update their plugin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove all the plugins and mix back over this session. So what I'm even going to remove the auxiliary tracks also. Let me see here. I did do some crazy things back in the day. Alright, so what I'm going to do is remove all auxiliary tracks. Anything that is not audio, I am going to delete. So I'm going to keep the bass track. These are the key. Now let me go up on here, so it's more visible. I'm going to keep the bass. I'm not going to keep the keys. Let me see here. Why disappear so? Alright, so keys, you know, hide that track. For some reason I just feel like the computer will be extra slow. Or just me. Yep, it's definitely moving a tad slower than normal. Not sure why. So let me delete that. See, it's taking a while to delete. Delete this also. Let me see why it's delete the guitar verb. I'm gonna delete that also. So being as we never really prepare any material, just want to pull back one of my old rhythm and just mix, you know. It's always good for always keep consistent with your mixing. Even if you're not mixing a vocal, always try to find something to mix, you know. If you're not mix often, why these tracks keep on hiding and the computer is really moving slow. I'm not entirely sure why, but it is what it is. So let me right click, delete also. So we're just gonna use waveforms here and waveforms here also. So I'm gonna mix them up. So I am going to change this from 32 notes to bar, the way as we can see them a little bit better, and I am going to change the size of it if it allows me to. Track height to medium. Don't think it's that one. Let me try again. Medium. Yes, for all the tracks. Why this gone? Alright, so for the rhythm track, what's this? Unmute. Make active, and I'm gonna put no input here. Oh, no output. Output should be 1 and 2. Yeah. And this can't fix during midstream. So basically 6800. I'm gonna remove one other 0. So I'm gonna go back. Yep. So let's see if YouTube will start giving them early. Alright, so I'm gonna go on. I guess this rewrote back in a session, so what I'm going to do is just make this track inactive, and everything else, as you can see, they are no longer routed to any bus. So all of these I'm going to color code them and change it to red so it's more visible. And what I am also going to do is to route everything to one track. So I'm going to 7 and 8. Yeah, so gonna go track new stereo aux track, move it from ticks to samples, and I will say drum bus, and create that track. So what I'm going to do is route this to the mix bus, and everything on this track is going to come to bus 7 and 7 and 8.
Eldorado Productions.
Alright, so being as we don't have a mix bus yet, so we're going to create two auxiliary track. Command Shift N, stereo, master fader, change it to samples, add samples, auxiliary track, change this to stereo, so we can set up these tracks. So these tracks, when we go set up, and now we go, it's like my routing track. So this is going to be where it is, mix bus, and this here is going to be mix bus also, and like we just name it over ROUTR. So I'm like to have this at -5. I don't really want to hit the plugins them hard with volume, and we're going to rename this to tour bus or a mix bus, whatever you want to call it. So
eldohradoproductions.
yeah, so sound start go here. The bass alright, we don't have to change that. Alright, so for this now, I'm going to rename all, color code all this to orange, and name all of these music. So as we say, just make my session them more simpler. We're going to route all of these to 9 and 10, and we're going to go track here, and we're going to change to samples, auxiliary input, samples, stereo. Yeah, auxiliary input, we're going to name this music bus, and I'm going to create it. What I don't like about this setup is that you can't do all of the routing for you create a track. You have to create a track, then you do the routing. It can be annoying sometimes. Just put this to mix bus. It can be annoying sometimes. Well, this tag is just my voice. Anyways, it can be annoying sometimes to do these things, in which, you know, when you come on to efficiency and all of these things, but it is what it is. So as we say, we're going to remove most of these plugins, and now there's a shortcut to remove all of them, but I'm not entirely sure why my computer takes so long to really respond on this particular live stream, but it is what it is. We're just going to remove them one as we go along. So control save, remember to always save often. So we just play back, and as a matter of fact, I don't really want to remove all these plugins, whereas in they are already on it. If anything, we just make some adjustment and move along, because most of these plugins probably might go have to swap out back. Alright, don't no, bypass these, and we're going to keep these plugins and play it meanwhile. Alright, so everything on is slow as I hear some balance it go on differently from all of my other sessions. So I do normally when I build beats nowadays, I kind of do some form of balance in within FL Studio, because I build all my beats in FL Studio. I try Logic and some other program every now and then, but for the most part I build my beats in a in a FL Studio. So what I've done in FL Studio sometime is to balance them. But what me used to do is back in the day after I build the beats and me just Unity gain everything and just in a Pro Tools me just balance them back over. But as time go along, I find out that wasn't really efficient enough the way me really need it. You know, so me did make some changes and stuff like that. I'm not sure why all of these start come up blue. Probably Pro Tools update, or is a case where as in this something I control connected to my phone. Alright, so without further ado, I'm gonna start to mix back over all of these tracks. As I say, if you have Instagram, you can also comment there. I'm also on Facebook and also on YouTube. So let's go along. Just give this one a quick mix. You see how it probably would have sound 2017. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's around approximately 8 years since I've made this beat and put out a juggling on it. So yeah. Really low in my headphone. Turn on this a little bit. Alright, so this looked like it did already side chain, so we just will keep the side chain as is. Turn off, bypass the gate, and see how what me used to use working idea. I mean, look at these. What kind of sound we did I hear? So I'm going to mute the bass. I'm going to mute the bass and the music and all of the drums them. It's gonna get mute. Go back over here so see what go on. Yeah, I'm still get sound. And all of these output. That's why. Alright, so we're not gonna use this, so we just will remove that. Don't know what I was thinking back in the day. Alright, so let me EQ this out because here there's a thump that I don't really like. Cut off around 20 hertz. So this goes start from around up here, in which that don't really need it to be that precise. And I want to boost here a little bit. And right here, off the cord a little bit. So we can make it a little bit tighter. Yeah. So just take out one tiny little bit. So boost 60. Alright, so we're going to boost it tiny bit by a dB with this EQ. And I am going to add a compressor to it. Now before I add a compressor, I am going to boost it again parallel EQ with another Pultec style EQ. Let me see here. Oh snap! what's this? Alright, so let's go back to Pro Tools, and I am going to clip it. SIR. Standard clip for stereo. If you kind of take off, you know, some of the peaks them before me even compress it, bypass the compressor. I'm not sure why this plugin is behaving like this. Something is going on. Alright, so remove it. Let's add it back manually. Sir audio, standard clip, and see if it's gonna be able to see me again. Oh shit, Pro Tools crash. That is weird. That is so weird. Pro Tools bug out. I see. Okay. Now send it to Avid. What is going on? Pro Tools has bugged out. I'm not entirely sure as to why this happened, but let me see here. I first never see crash up on me the way there. Normally it would have freeze, then it start play. But I never really see bug up on me the way there. That is so strange. It is so strange. So currently streaming on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Software just bug up on for some apparent reason. My problem may have to stop the stream, not entirely sure. Just waiting to see if there is going to be any, if it like a startup. That I want to see if it like a startup. Alright, so far based on what I see, I'm gonna click bunny. I'm not sure why it bugs out. So it bug out for some apparent reason. But in the meantime, if you have no question for you ask, you just ask, you see me? Let me see if I can find my decision. And what name? Long Life Riddim. And this one. So we'll just wait till it start up. And then me thing there. Click on this. Cause sometimes while the software load, you click on it. Sometimes what really happen, it take even longer for even start up. Yeah. You want a Pro Tools? Me GK, I did do say it would have bug out there way there, bro. You see me? Yeah, but from start stream, me realize the Pro Tools are run slow. You see me? It really are run slow. So, surprise me when me see that really happen. You see me? But boy, I don't know. You see me? Cause I try to keep my computer as clean as possible. Especially when you come on to like updating the software. I try to delete the old one them and the old software and them like way there. And me stop record to the internal hard drive because there's a lot of library sound upon the internal hard drive. And the hard drive me used to use for my sound and it can't work on the Mac. Well, it works on the Mac for reading but not for writing. You see me? So I need to tell me some need some permission and some yada 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 crap and all sorts of things. Yeah, bro. What are you that, man? Friedman, what's up? Me G. Wow, one. There, man. I go and hold them see me. Yeah, but you see, Pro Tools Mac, it hardly bug out. To tell you the honest truth, it hardly bug out. You see me? It really bug out. Yeah. But I think what really I think what had happened is true me have the streaming software they run same time. Cause normally not really. Cause even start them do one session. You know get no problem. None at all. When I boot up in one time, I just hit that. But a machine them. Then we always get problems. So let me see if it's still there run slow. I'm gonna click on this again. Yes, it still have a little bit of delay. So you need to save. Alright, so I try to see if I can remember what I did do. I did EQ, yeah, so I did EQ. I did take out around 250 hertz or so. And then I did depot and nearly about a dB. Use a more narrow Q. 250 this so I did kind of filter down the sum just so make the filter a little bit more narrow. What I'm going to do is going to boost with a Voltex style EQ EQP1A at 60 hertz. I think for this drum the fundamental it did around 60 hertz there. So and knowing this type of EQ, it broad instead of narrow at 60 hertz. It somewhat of a broad. So I'm going to boost about 2 dB. I bypass it before. And mute the music, mute the bass. Just keep the drums going alone. And that's the snare. I think we did turn out just a little bit more. Turn up it. Compress it a little bit. Too much. I think we're going with a softer compression here. Somewhat of a really soft compressor. Alright. Compress. About 2 dB compression. That too. I didn't know GK. That's true. I didn't know. Yes, it's true. I use Windows for years And about 2 years now since me officially start use a Mac. You see, all of these things we never researched before. Cause I think the hard drive me have here around 8 years now. You see me? Around 8 years. If I no more than that, me have it. Cause me have it for a really long time and me did use to travel with it, go to studio, go hook up and get me files and all these things. You see me? Yeah, so it's been a very long time since we have, let's see, our WD, my book. You see me? Yeah, but me due for change out the hard drive in the Mac. I think it come with a hybrid hard drive. You see me? Because I still Intel Mac I use, not the silicon Mac them. Yeah. So it does happen. Yeah. Alright, so let me see the snares, what's going on with the snares. Put it back. Alright, so I think I got to have too much of my snares. Yeah. I think it could be too low. I think we can make it slap a little bit more. Use a 76 style compressor. Let me see here. Use the black one. Let's see how it go. But GK, you still a use Studio One. I realize no lobby. Alright, so release. Turn up a little bit more. Yeah, so the snares a little bit the slap a little harder. Oh, what is a Sonya? It's a reggae Sonya. Alright, so I have some of the meat and potatoes on. This cut off too much, so low frequency them did boost. Alright, so around 12 kilohertz, 12,000 kilohertz. I'm gonna turn on this. Yeah, so you have somewhat of a at the top of it, in which me like that. See about that thing would have turned up a little bit more. Yeah. Alright, I had same can stay. I'm just so adjust it volume wise. So the Studio One still you mean the boy, you're your Studio One. Yeah, but as I know, this me use some back in the day. Me just start go to studio. The engineer did use this, so comes me really use me so proficient and just use this. But I think anybody who really start out like in this realm of music, really think about which way the DAW them feel comfortable to you. Not necessarily true everybody is using have to use it. Think about the DAW where you really want to use, and then after you use it and get proficient with it, think about other DAWs where you probably might go places go see other people use. Because I would advise Pro Tools is a must learn. You see me? You know, have to use it, but it is a must learn because most studio you go Pro Tools. And some of these artists kind of fixated on Pro, like them record and vocals in a Pro Tools. You can mix in whatever you want. You see me? Yeah, but I have mixed in Studio One a lot of times, but me never, I don't know, for some reason we just can't record funny brother. Can't record in a Studio One. Alright, so this are open hot. I'm just up on extremely. What is this? Let me put this one. Oh, accented snare. So yeah. And this, no, these are mostly EQ. I guess when media process me use a lot of just so turn them up back. Bypassing. Alright, so a lot of the low mode I just saw, and some of the highs. So we don't boost most of the, oh, that's too much. Most of the mid frequency them up there, so now we just add one compressor. Use standard compressor. Nothing is wrong with stock Pro. Why would they compress this in the first place? I think it's that work, but it could be too much now. A little harder compression, softer knee. Alright, so for this, the sound no balance, so I think we have to change the compressor type to multi-mono. Let me see here, compressor limiter, because one side louder than the other. We don't really want to compress one side and then it affect the next side one different way. So let's compress the left side first. I'll compress it some more. A tiny bit more. Alright, so we switch to the right. Unlinky. Come on. Alright, so we don't really have to compress that side too much. And we can use a softer compression ratio. Yeah, though the sound really balance because one side louder than the other, you know, necessarily means you have to really compress the two sides at the same ratio, threshold level, or whatever the case may be. So let me hear what this is. So I guess these have to support the front part of stuff, make it sound thicker. But I think what I want to compress it to make it look a bit tighter. Yeah, so I guess that will work. But one more process on the bus, is want to clip everything, then me compress it. So what I'm going to do, the good old Sir Audio standard clip, I'm going to use that first. I'm not sure why I'm not getting something is definitely wrong with this plugin. Let me do a full run before it crash. So I'm removing. I'm not sure if we have any other clipper. I suppose I have more clipper but not installed. So let me, it's a dynamic plugin, clip. Let me search clipper and see what come up. Yeah, me not really have no problem recording me not really have no problem with the sound. You see me? And I have no problem with the sound. I wonder if I have the license for this upon this system, yeah. I don't have a problem with it, you know. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I like all that sound. Now what I'm going to do is to compress it. Search SSL. I like to do my drums like this because for some reason you just make it smack a little bit louder. So and fast release, transit and go through. Too much compression. Whoop. Think we can turn on this little bit. Alright, and one of my other favorite plug is Inflator. Can add it after. We kind of volume it up a little bit more, give it some more harmonics and all of these lovely things. Yeah. Yeah, so as again, if you're on Facebook, also have the page on YouTube at eldohradoproductions, and also on Instagram. Check if anybody over there. Hold them Nalda. Yeah, it's been a very long time since we stream, but with this new software we have stream on what you call it, you know, Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, so long. So let me see here. I think with on the bass, let me see of this session. I think this come down too far. Why? That may not get. Alright, so I'm just going to change this to bus 14. Change this to bus 14 mono and have it unit again. I don't know why the snares come through that. Yeah. Alright, so there's only two things we could do upon this bass, yeah. Practically three things we probably can do, but first what I am going to do with this bass is to add little distortion to it, and one of my go-to distortion is decapitator. GLE, why pray? I found the G. I pray now. So these are techniques we can really try upon a sound. There are other different type of ways of me really mix drums per se. Yeah, but for the most part when I do the live stream, I try to keep that simple as possible. As you can see, sometime in a different stream you probably might see different chains, different plugins, different this, different that. I haven't mixed for 3 months straight instead of building the rhythm for more than 4 or 5 months, so I'm kind of rusty and half of my game. As I have a lot dealing with. Yeah. So I'm try to keep this simple, the stream as simple as possible. Once you have good sound, you don't need a lot of plugins. Yeah. So cut off the so. That make it sound fuzzy. It's slightly round. This give a same sound. This is very aggressive. Yeah, I don't really want the sound, so I'm gonna get off that. And you know the next plugin I'm gonna do. It's another two-way style compressor. I don't know, for some reason I just like to use the two-way style compressor because I don't know, it just keep it smooth and keep the compression consistent, whereas in we don't really want to get too scientific when it come on to the bass. So we just want to keep it simple, tight and very groovy. So let us see here. So this is Teletronics leveling amplifier, known as the famous LA 2A, but this one is from UAD. Let me see this one again. Okay, see negative. So the meters not really move. I don't know why computer do to the plugin them. So I really have to use ear. Turn this down a little bit. Nope. Let's see. I show man I done it done for you get good sound. Alright, so let me turn it up a little bit. Yeah, so that's why I always have a tendency. We'll just put this one over here. So I have a tendency for always to use clean, very clean sounds. Or if me I do a little bit of sound design, me try to make it not really super clean, but sufficient enough where as in me use less plugin. You see me? Especially like, so for instance, now me in the studio and me there. I'm taking in two screwdriver and me the sample sound. And with the sample sound, you see me? If with the sample sound, we just try to capture it as clean as possible, clean up it as clean as possible, and use it. So when we reach stages like this now, is that we use no plugin and just volume it, or very few plugins, because I have a tendency to nowadays we start mix with less plugin and realize say the session them turn out a little bit more better sometimes, but sometimes you just can't help it. So at this point now, alright, so this is one of the song. As you can see, some low end frequency kind of in it, and it go clash with the bass sound, in which we don't need that. You don't really have to use as a plugin, but for visual representation, we just so use this. And it have a lot of chance, get a lot of peaks. So what I'm going to do is copy this plugin, compress it a little bit, about 2 dB compression. Alright, and we're going to dive into the next sound. I think this sound could I use some reverb. Alright, me just so, and new track, so auxiliary sample, just don't name it PVERB, because it's on a tad bit dry. So go route the output. Come on, don't mess around now. The output to mix bus, and we go color code it. Oh no, what have I done? Alright, color code that so we know say that these are different track. We just okay the reverb basic. Let me see here. And one of the plugins that I like to use when it's very basic is the reverb. Yeah, so let me see here. No comments on the Facebook and on the Instagram. Yeah, it did the same way. Yeah, so we don't really need a really large room, but a small hall. A plate can do, a large plate can do. Let me see here. To spread the sound a tad bit where the roads are, so it make it a little bit bigger. Mute it so it narrow. so what I can also do to just exaggerate on the sound stage, I can also add let me see here. So go name it delay. No, PDLY, piano delay, and as usual, we gonna color code. Oh, come on, really? All right. Save as we go along, and we're gonna send out bus output. Come on, to the mix bus. It is so annoying. So one of the plugins we'll go use for visual representation, so it what may I do easier if you understand, is H delay. And so DLY, H delay is supposed to come up, and everybody's supposed to familiar with this plugin. This is a plugin where you go see all over the place. You see me? What is this? HCH player. HCH player. I don't really have a vocal template no. We just mix, but for this I just beat alone. When I mix no vocals, I just the beat alone we are mix over. You see, this beat is around from 2017, and we just revamp it just for the streaming purpose, because we never really prepare any material for this week. Yeah, so basically we just add plugin as we go along. So yeah, so these are techniques you can really use on your own beats for, you know, enhance the sound and so forth like that. As with vocals, mix as we go along. You see me? I don't really have a template when I really work from, but a very few plugins on it. So you probably might get the template and you still go have to add plugin to it. You see, it's been a while since we even make those stuff, because we did end up tearing the website. We have no internet over a year. From burial pass through last year, and we get back internet online in the box a year and 1 month before we get back internet. Yeah, so all of those stuff did put on pause, but as time goes along, man, still stay tuned to the channel or follow me on Instagram, so when they become available, you know. So back to this at hand, Square Yard. What version of Pro Tools is this? Let me see here. Let me get the information here. So about Pro Tools Artist, I'm using Pro Tools Artist because me don't really exceed the track count. So when me a mix, I just one session me really remember say me exceed the track count, to me have to mix it in a Logic. Is because that particular song we did have to, when me a build the rhythm, we have to use a lot of layers to get the sound. Yeah, so we did necessarily have to do that, and then during the song recording, we use a lot of layers to catch a certain tone of vocal. So that's the only time I really remember mixing outside a Pro Tools, since I have it on the Mac for 2 years now. So this version of Pro Tools Artist is 2025.6.1. Yes, and this is a paid version of Pro Tools. Okay, so back to the piano, where we say we can enhance the sound a little bit. So what I'm going to do is ping pong and use 8th note, turn off the analog sound, filter it because we don't want the low sound in night, and we don't want a super high sound in night neither, and we can turn on the feedback a little bit. So let me see here. So as I can hear, the delay in a tiny bit, I think we can use quarter note delay too, but when we tend to use quarter note delay, we use less feedback. Alright, we can do somewhat little bit more feedback. Yeah, so you don't really want it overpouring. Let me turn up it, exaggerate to make it here. Or we can make it 3. So it still really start get overwhelming, I know. So it really died down by the time we reach the next E piano. So let me turn it down. We kind of keep it in our background, but keep it moving. So this way we kind of add a little bit more depth to your sound. So let me move on to the Rhodes piano. I think some low sounds on this, some low frequency sound. So we use Fab filter for visual representation and see how it go. Alright, so this sound really a jump up, so I really wanted a jump, like some hot stuff. So just all leave everything as is, but for the peaks they want know, I think we want them a little bit more controlled. So let me see here, we want them a little bit more controlled, but at the same time we do not really want to squash them. So we'll use this optical compressor from Plugin Alliance. We kind of keep it nice and dandy. Yeah, because the Rhodes, you know, to hold the keys or play some of the notes have a heavier velocity than others. I guess Avid plugin them want update, because me not really get this get the little meter thing. So I guess I'm going to have to check them after I stream and update them. Big up yourself, Paul Danny pass through, Nalda you pass through, Lashan, Alishan you pass through. Yeah. And what me use the other track on there? So what is this? This one guitar sound. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely remember this. So what I'm going to do with this guitar sound, I'm gonna, well, it is already distorted, so I'm gonna add some verb, some delay, and some other miscellaneous things. So I'm gonna do this on the track itself. So let us start here. Alright, let us EQ it first to kind of clean it up. So as a visual representation for this particular mix, because on YouTube or any other platform you probably might not hear as well you should. So a lot of these stuff I'm going to do is like for visual representation, and in here one time you can, you know, do the right thing. Alright, so let's alright, so we don't really want a lot of low end sound when you come onto this guitar, because it's more mid focus guitar and focusing on the higher frequency system. So let us cut off some of the low end. you know, if you start off a filter audio sound, but for this one, yeah. So we're gonna make it a little bit more aggressive. So we go use 1170. Go use a different 1176. I'm gonna use the purple audio MC77 from Plugin Alliance. It's a 1176 star compressor. Yeah, it sounds really good. Really like it. So let's bypass and play meantime. So we'll go link it, push and pull. Hold on, me take off the trim off it. I'm probably by now if you add the sound to it, you know. Can catch a flick. Yes, when me push the level 76, I can hear the delay and the reverb come up. So I don't really have to add button of that to it. You know what I mean? So let us push it, for exaggerate it for this particular session. So without the 76 penny. You're not really it loud, but you're not really here. But when slap on the 1176 penny now, you hear that it sound a little bit more crunchy, and you hear the delay. So I think more than slightly faster or maybe slower. It sound too creamy. I really want it that fast. Alright, so the thing is, some of these 1176 dial are slightly different because I have a hardware unit and the anti-clock way is faster and the clock way is slower. While on this one, the clock way is faster and the anti-clock way is slower. So you really have to really test these dial knobs and these plugins because some of these manufacturers do these things. So we just all use a random channel if we get the TMT analog sound. Let me see here. What I can also do is do parallel mix with this, but no. Just all let it stay as is. So we're going to this track. Remember the delay, it sound like it start get out of hand now. Yeah. Alright, so for this guitar, I think more of the add one spring reverb on it. I'm feeling that a spring reverb. But first, let me clean up the guitar first. From filter for visual representation to see if there is any low end frequency. Alright, so there's low end frequency in which for the guitar it can be the body of the guitar, so we're not cut off too much. If I do just so carry it about around 90 there, so roll off that amount. Alright, so that's done. We copy about this, but we go make it a little bit more milder on it. the attack a little bit more. Okay. Alright, so while we do that, still want to slap on 2A behind this level 76. So a compressor for do parallel compression. No, serial compression. Let me see here. There's a particular one that I really want to use. And no, before we do that, we just slap one EQ in between. Want to let this guitar slide a tad bit brighter. So just slap one EQ. Funny. Let me see where I go on the stream. Yeah, so slap on that funny. Let's see how it go. Yeah, so let me see. So and at 10, boost it a little bit. Alright, so we just slide this here, so I hear it sound. Alright, so add first. Let me check if there's any may have any spring reverb. I think we need to have one for a soft tube, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, dirty tape. But no spring reverb. It is what it is. Let me just add this to it to kind of see if we can get a little bit more body. Let's see how that go. Alright, so this is too dirty. Nope. This make it extremely dark. I'm not going for that sort of sound. So we just all leave it as is. I'm not going to add any reverb on it. I don't have the plugin I really need. And we're now going to try and too fancy. We just so clean up this. So leave it as is. But I think we want a multiple compressor for controlling no mids for this particular sound. We really want to subtract anything from it that much. So let's all move that and compress a little bit of the mid. This is a frequency that I sound like a bit. Speaker. Alright, so definitely let me see. I saw isotope. Let me see here. 12. just use this. Kind of clean up the music tracks and a tad bit more. Now see how that go. Yeah, so for the most part, I just I'm not really concern myself with the super highs. So I don't really want to trouble the super highs. I think we here. Let's see here. So plug in a lens. Just so do a simple mix bus for this particular mix. So there's a plugin I always tend to use on mixes. And this is it. Cut out some of the side. No, that too much. Mono up here so to about 150 hertz. No, that carry down to 90. And cut out some of the highs in the middle. And we'll make it little wider. Make the track little wider. A tad little wider. A tad little wider. A tad little wider. A tad little wider. Go glue the tracks together. Make them simmer together. Alright, so glue the music tracks them together. Make the transient them pass through. So as I say, I'll go add inflator. Just I'll keep it simple. And so stay right. Them I got tired to see me face. So just add little depth to it. What I'm going to do is add another compressor to it. Let me see here. Compressor to glue it a little bit together. And we're going to use, no, not that one. Not that one. Yeah. So if you have any questions, please do drop them in the comments. I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and also on Instagram. Soon going on Twitter, gonna stream as soon as we find the formula. Anyways, just want to spread me the work with as much people as possible. Yeah. So switch out plugin. Adabracabra. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's entirely let me see here. everything fine here. Want a softer knee. So that did make it a tad little bit louder. So like we have this before the ozone, because for some reason the tape plugin is doing something to it. I don't really want a tape compression at this stage, so we just will make it just pass through. Another thing, we just will add this limiter to it and turn it up a little bit. You know, you can get this limiter at the website for free. Let me see. Yeah. So I tend to use this limiter a lot because it's free. We can get it back at any time, and you can get it free too. Yeah. Did I select it or no? Oh. Yeah, so it's open now, it'll work, and that is a good vibe. So we just want to turn up the beat and just call it a day, and hopefully we can prepare some material over the weekend for next week mixing session, and try to use some different plugins, or you know, see if we can do a slight bit of a challenge run with myself and limit myself with certain plugins. So let me turn up this. Try a thing. Playback engine. What? Probably can't try a thing, man. I'm not gonna do it. Normally, me don't mix at this. I must say that's why the Pro Tools runs slow. Normally, me just switch it to 128. But this is from when me a record. Yeah, but you know the computer can handle it, so why not? Yeah, so that's it for this session. This rhythm is Long Life Rhythm that I so happened to produce in 2017. The rhythm was actually built in 2016, but it was further produced in 2017. So for the sake of not having any material to work on this week, I didn't create any material to work on this week, I pulled that old session from 2017, and that is it. So I like this revamp session. The problem might remix over the rhythm or just some minor touch up when we start listening them on the studio monitor, but basically that's how I'm going to keep it. So thank you for participating in this live stream, and thank you for at least subscribing to the Instagram channel, our Instagram profile and Facebook page, and also on YouTube. So once again, it's a boy Eldorado